First of all, I'm fucking starving. Second of all, we had a cancellation with Greg's kids are sick, so we are doing the live from the house. I'm doing it. John Segula is going to join me, but I'm going to have to do it through Streamlabs. We got to make coffee. So I'm going to figure this out. So I think you can invite, also, I will very confused myself on why Streamlabs makes you use, did I use it? Oh, why did I don't even want that to be. I want this to be on Twitch. Why is it on Twitch? Hi, good morning, Lunar Beam. Did you guys see, did you get a notification that I was live on Streamlabs? It also doesn't look right when I do it on Streamlabs. It looks all grainy and shit. Like, it looks bad. When I'm doing it from the phone, it's much better than that was. See, and I also switched the title out and it didn't fix it. Yeah, like, unless it's just, yeah, no, I'm not a fan of that. We'll have to figure this out. I have been just getting frustrated with the whole, I want to move to the next level with my live streams, and it feels like it was blurry too, right? I need to play around with that webcam that I have. Thank you. Yes, we got someone just did a double flex. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, why is my laptop, it is grainy, right? It's blur. It was blurry. Sleepy. All right, let me text. So John Segula is going to be, give me like, I'm going to send him a link. I'm going to do just two separate, whatever, to send you a link shortly for the live stream working out. So let me make coffee first, and then we'll go back and figure this. It's just annoying because I do want to have guests on here, and I don't want to just do it in vertical, and I gotta probably buy a real like nice camera or something to get this popping. And see, like, and I have a webcam on my daughter's lap computer that I rather use, but I think that, hi guys, I think, ooh, this is very tight. I think that maybe we'll try that out together. So we were supposed to be on a location today, but Greg's kids are sick, so we are rescheduling. But John Segula is going to come on here virtually. He's a producer for Impractical Jokers, comedian. He's been on before. Both his daughter does gymnastics now too. That's right. Greg and him started doing stand-up at the same time, so the questions I was going to ask him, I was definitely going to ask to both of them. A little bit of a shift in the schedule, but that's okay. You used to watch that show 24/7? Let's go. What is your favorite Impractical Jokers episode then? You can ask him any question. Oh, you know what? Here, wait. Sorry. We're back. Yeah, can you see? Hold on. Do you need help with your bags, Monica? I'm going to bring these upstairs. I don't want to carry these. Okay. Hang on, guys. Sorry. I I have my neighbor is pregnant. I didn't want her to carry the bags that were outside for her. So wait, hang on. You do only horizontal streams? So I looks like I might just be moving over. I just need a better camera. The big guy jumped through the window. Hold on, let me just see. No way. Nice. Monica J. How do I get to her message? Sorry, guys. I can't find her messages. Okay. I'm feeling so all over the place right now because I'm okay. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my Streamlabs and trying to make it so that you have the best stream today with John Segura is going to be on the guest, and I'm going to probably. I wish there was a way to go live at the same time, but then it looks like you're on two different live streams. But Streamlabs does let you do horizontal and vertical, but it says streaming from an outside server, so it's like annoying. But you can go live from the YouTube studio and do it that way. All right, so I did the mic last night. I worked this bartending bit out that I want to use for Saturday, and it felt better. But of course, I did not. Of course, I forgot to press the record button on my voice memo. But I remembered what worked and what the wording was that worked. So we're going to tweak it again for tonight. I have some questions we're going to ask John. Now, not my boyfriend John, my boo, but my friend John Segula. And it's funny because they both have an S in their name. So when I go to write John S, my boyfriend comes up, and then but I wrote John, my John. I have John as John with his last initial, with his last name initial, which is S. But then I have John Segula, so that it's written out, so I don't accidentally send something about something. You know what I mean? Okay. This. All right. Let's get it started. It's Tuesday, and it looks like it's gonna fucking rain. Damn it. Honestly, I was a little happy, not happy that his kids are sick. I was happy we didn't have to go to the coffee shop because I'm not, the kinks with the working the Streamlabs is not fully ready yet. And I mean in person. That's the part that's hard because two people can fit on the vertical stream, but I gotta get like a camera because even the laptop, it looks a little weird when you're live streaming from the laptop. What cameras do you guys use? What cameras are you guys using to stream? Any big suggestions? All right, let's make our coffee. I'm fucking dying for this pastella right now. Can't wait to fucking taste it. It's gonna be amazing. My daughter bought these yesterday. Didn't even start eating them. I don't think they're good for us, but I'm starving. I'm really hungry. Like this shouldn't be like this is what's crazy is that I feel like the live stream it's not getting pushed out for some reason, but it's okay. John does not want me to say that on camera. I can't help it. It's making me anxious. I'm sad. Okay. So, Impractical Jokers is filming the 13th season right now. So he's actually like in the midst of smells so good filming. He's not on set today. That's why he's going to do the live stream. So we're going to start making our coffee, and then we're going to go over to my bedroom. Well, We're also going to stretch while making coffee. We're going over to my bedroom to set up the link for John to join us on the stream. DJ something? That's a camera? Okay, I like it. Soho, what's up, Soho? All right. So now, and then I forgot to get SOS again yesterday, but that's okay. So Kill Tony is coming to Madison Square Garden August 7th and 8th. I'm going to try both days. Chances are going to be even harder since there's going to be more people that sign up, just given the fact that New York City is massive. And I think online it says right now that the sign up would begin at 4 o'clock, but you're going to have to get up. You're going to have to get there probably early to line up because they're probably going to stop the number at like 200 or something. What was the venue in Toronto? Backroom Comedy Club. I did a spot. I performed at the Youth People's Theater on Saturday morning, and then I did a show at some restaurant. That was my second show at the night on Friday night, and it was called the X Files. So, and I was invited to go to Comedy Bar. But I was tired and I had to get home because I had to present early in the morning. And so I was going to go to the Comedy Bar, but I was like, no, by the time I get up, it's going to be 1 a.m. Like, I have to go home and sleep. I need sleep, otherwise I'm not going to function well. And then good thing the next day, my flight was canceled multiple times and I had to, it was a mess of a day, but Sunday was amazing because I got home at 2 a.m. on Sunday. I ran in a 5K. I got to spend time with my mom, my boyfriend, and his daughter, see my daughter again at night, and I did a good show at New York Comedy Club. I'm not transgender, no. The fuck. Like, what the hell? All right, so it's time. Coffee's on. I steam my milk. What is that? Like, transgender? My hips are very tight right now. Let's go hit that like button. Like, how dare you say first of all, I'm a pretty banging body. Although I will say, not that that has anything to do with it anymore, because people like, there's a woman, there is a trans woman on a show called Next Gen, and she looks, her body, it's like perfect. I'm like, what the hell? I can't even get over that. It's like, I can't, her face is perfect. Like, is this what makes everybody think I can't help my big forehead? Thank God my daughter did not get my big forehead. Big forehead, the bigger the space for all the jokes. That's why sometimes they don't always find their way out because they're stuck and they're looking for who sent that? Somebody just followed? Hey, wait, see how on my Streamlabs it starts to do that? Wait, what happened? What was that? I'm perfect? Thanks. Oh, Dakota just wrote I'm perfect. So see, Streamlabs is like, this is why I wish I could figure out how to go live on my Streamlabs with you guys, because it's just it's more interactive. All right, we pour the milk. Today, I'm excited about my coffee. Let me tell you, I'm very excited about my coffee right now because I'm more tired. I did a Twitch stream last night and I think I did it almost an hour, but it was late and I was just really tired from it. 4 stars mug. You hear that? It's starting. It's starting. Plum is good. All right. So, do you like the yellow or red inside plum? I like the red inside. I'm good. I'd be better if you tap that like button. John Segula is going to join us in 15 minutes. I told everybody Monday night and Wednesday night. And I put up on a post about it, but it didn't appear in my notifications this morning. No. I started watching Kill Tony on the way back here from dropping my daughter off at her job, her training internship. I gotta say, the golden ticket winner drew something. It wasn't that good. I don't think it was that good at all. I was like, he won a golden ticket? Wasn't good. No, I'm not saying he might have been good for his golden ticket, but I was like, yikes, that was not a good 1 minute. What can you tell? What are you talking about? A plum. If you like, his whole bit was one story about being Mormon, and then it wasn't like horrid, but I didn't find it funny. I was like, I don't understand. There's not. And I also feel like they didn't find it funny, but they weren't like they didn't say anything, but they were like, huh. I don't know. I just didn't find it funny. And there wasn't a lot of laughs either. So I was confused, I was like, huh. You look good this morning. Thank you. So do you. Well, we were going to be on location at a coffee shop, and we had to move it to just back here because Greg Stone's going to be a guest with John Segula, but his kids are sick. So we're going to have John on virtually shortly. Okay. I mean, just chat real quick about what's going on with Impractical Jokers and how life is treating him filming season 13 of Impractical Jokers. I cannot wait for this. Love in the morning. I'm going to go see the new Odyssey movie. Yeah, I've been hearing about it. I want to see it as well. Do you think you will ever do an appearance in California, Los Angeles? I would like to see you live in person. I have been to LA. I just don't think soon I will be going to LA. No. But number one, I have to make worth the while of the trip of it's expensive to fly out there. I'd be so no. The answer is no, unless I get booked out there. And yeah, I want to see the new Odyssey movie as well. I'd like to see the new Odyssey movie. I don't know. I just been hearing good things about it, I guess. But I was starting to watch Kill Tony, and it was I just watched the first bucket pull, who is from Tulsa. Shout out! Oh, he's from Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and he is white trash. Let me just say, sorry. No, it's nothing wrong with being white trash, but he is Although I shouldn't say that because he said he started going back to doing comedy because of his son, which was sweet. But the guy's stories are pretty intense. Brian, you've been a follower of mine for a long time. I haven't seen your name pop up back in the day. I've seen you. We call it Smokeahoma. What's up, Oki? We have John Segula joining us virtually because Greg Stone had to cancel. We have to reschedule for next week because of kids. So we're going to figure out the streaming live. Oh, this tastes so good. Do you hear that? Oh, that's good coffee. Good coffee. Let's go. Come on. We're going to get pumped up. It's Tuesday. I feel like we need to do some just warm up jumping jacks to get it popping. I don't want to get off when you change name on your YouTube from happy 7 years divorced lady. What? What? Come on. It's Tuesday. It's pumping up our energy day. And we are going to get all of the things done that we want to get done today. This is not a jumping jacks. I don't know what this is, like a raise the roof for Tuesday. It's so corny. Like there's a song we were listening to in the car. Hey, John, how are you? I'm so glad you guys are here today. We are talking about a little bit of Kill Tony, and we're going to have John Segula on shortly. I'm getting the link together for him. Let's come on over here. Made my coffee, and it tastes so good. I feel like I've always been buff. Do I look more buff than normal? Someone else was saying it. They're like, you like lost more weight. I was like, I did not lose weight. I definitely didn't lose weight. Okay. I have too much shit everywhere. So do a backflip. That's not really how it works, but okay. All right. So listen, did you see Chrissy D in Philadelphia? I remember you were telling me. Did you see Chrissy D in Philly? I saw some clips. He is hilarious, and you did. How did you like it? All right, so we got to get this set for. I don't know if I go back on and come back on or what, but we want to invite. Can I go live at the same time? Multi-stream, no. Okay, so we're gonna have John on in a second, but not my boyfriend John, but John Segula. I'm just trying to figure out. I don't want to end the stream here. I want to keep going. Hold on, here we go. And then we gotta go just the horizontal canvas, okay. And then if we do like a collab, copy link, invite, share with your audience. The only person you share with is my boyfriend on here. I don't know why I can't. Sounds fun. Yeah, let's see it. There's games you can stream with now. Trying. Figure this out. Okay. I love it how it comes through here too. So I think if you are on my vertical, you won't be able, although we could try. I don't like how it happens. How can I go live through Streamlabs? To show a guest. Collab cam. I don't know. All right, so I'm just my hopes. I'm getting like frustrated with. I'm trying not to say it on here, but you guys know what I'm getting frustrated with. I don't understand. It was like, because even when I'm okay, so let's $10 bet on the coffee spilling one of these days. I do have Streamlabs. See? So I'm gonna, I think I like, here we are right here, see? And so I was going to, but it's like not, don't feel like it's the same. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I gotta work out some kinks with this. There's vertical themes for vertical streams. Thank you. Okay. Yes, you do. Hit on Joe Rogan? No, I don't want to hit on Joe Rogan. Let me get this going here. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I'm coming back on through Streamlabs, okay? So, or can I go both? I feel like I can go on both, right? If you guys stay on here, yeah, I think I can do, I'll do this. I just don't think you're going to be able to see. I don't think you're going to be able to see. Let's see what happens. No, it's not a post. What's the additional settings? Support description. No, that's what it's doing. Live, making coffee. And then what's the stream? Making coffee and interviewing John. Hold on. Segula. Special guests. We're going to do in special guests. That's all right. YouTube settings, public. Confirm and go live. All right, let's fucking just do it. Fuck it. We're doing it. All right, and I'm going to send, I am going to have John on here, not my boyfriend, but saying it. My friend, he's a friend, and he's also a writer for Impractical Jokers. Just do it. That's right. Okay, we're just doing it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. I don't know how it's gonna work or if it's gonna work, but we're gonna do it. All right, because it's all live at the same time. So when you have a window capture here, window. All right, let me just email him the link. What's that? Do it live. Ugh. Oh, yeah, that feels good. Okay. Sorry. All right, let's go. We're entering with John Segula. Hit that like button. When we get to 100 likes, we do 100 jumping jacks. 100 likes, you get 100 jumping jacks. Do you see that? I'm talking to two. Let's see. We gotta go to. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta message in this. Okay, and now we have the Google Meet. Hit that like button. So I don't know if you can see it. Okay, hold on. There it is. Hi, Lewis. Hey, look at us. Hit that like button, everybody. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hey, hey, hey. Hit the like button. Hit that like button. Hey, okay. We're having our guest, John, join us. Oh, wait. Hold on. What's that? Oh, is that my window capture? The hell? Hi, guys. Hit that like button, please. Yeah, get that like button up, everybody. What are we doing here? I am going to have myself move here. Don't know what this is. This is like a weird. Yeah, that's is a game capture. Okay. That's my window capture. Double tap that screen, please. All right. So once John Segula comes in, we're going to have him in. How did I miss the flight for the third time? Wait, what are you talking about? Well, who missed what flight? Jumping Jacks rock. Yes, they do. Jumping Jacks. All right, John Segula is coming on any second. That was the wrong. I swear to God, why is it doing that? Okay, that's not what I want to the transform. Let's go, everybody. Hit that like button. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I just don't know why that's do you guys see how you can now see your chats? It's pretty cool on the bigger screen. Edit transform. Tap. Let's do 40. No, that's not I don't like that. Hit that like button, everybody. So he's gonna join us in a second. Say hello in the chat, please. Say hello. Hello. Do you hear me? I don't know why I did that. So reset transform. See, we want John Segula to be right here, and then we're gonna have him come. Hit the like button, guys. Start thinking of your questions. Put your questions in the chat. I want you to think of what questions you want in the chat. Okay, let me message him because I don't think he knows to be on here. You should have gotten the link. Yay! It's a live stream. It's a live stream. Okay, sorry. Hi. Okay, so we got. Now I got to figure out too in the live stream where the other. Oh, here is his. Okay, hold on. Now I lost myself in my own stream. Where's my webcam? I don't even know where my chat. I have. Wait, I lost myself in the horizontal stream. Hold on. Let me go back. Let me go back. Let me go back. Let me go back. Okay. Okay. I have. I'm live everywhere now. Right now. Let's just put it that way. Okay. I'm fixing my vertical stream too so that you can see me. You can see me. Yeah, there it is. So you got John up here and then you got me here. Okay, perfect. All right, so we are going to go live as soon as with John Segula. I'm trying to make it a little better, but hi, hit that like button. I want to know what questions you guys want me to ask him since he did on before. I think I actually know exactly what I'm going to ask him about with regards to he had a show in Brooklyn and I couldn't make it because I was actually doing a show with Greg Stone, who is supposed to be on right now. I'm live everywhere. So I don't know. He's supposed to be joining us any second now. So I'm just waiting for him. So you see it on the top. Hit that like. I remind you of a woodpecker. What the fuck does that mean? That's a weird reminder. Now okay, so chuckle fuckers we call them. I think that's a great question because he has a wife and like he used to date my friend Liz's sister. Hey, what's up, Keith? Keith is in the house. Keith, hey, 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 hey. Keith, for some reason you're not coming on the other one, but that's okay. Okay, John Segula is in the house, everybody. You guys ready? I'm so excited! Okay. Hold on. I haven't done this yet because wait, okay, admit. Hi! Okay, so this is exciting. We have 100 We have 143 people in the chat right now.
Oh, okay.
So we're doing. I don't know. I just did something with the. Hold on. Let me go back and fix this. You can't see me. That's okay. You don't need to see me. I can see you.
Put headphones on, or is this okay?
No, you're fine. You're good. Okay, and this is also like I'm trying this out. I'm gonna flip his image now, Keith. Don't worry. I'm talking to the chat. Welcome. Okay, so this is I'm just gonna fix your on my vertical stream, you're showing up wonderfully, and then on my horizontal stream, you're sideways. So I'm gonna fix you. All right, so we had a change of plans. I told them all. I made my coffee. I'll drop this link in another live. All right, they're going to also, okay, let's crop the left. Let's see if that works. Okay, here we go. All right, hang on, guys. Hang on. So how are you feeling this morning, John?
I'm good. I've had quite a morning already. Yeah. Good. Woke up earlier than expected. Did a bunch of writing for work. Had breakfast. Fought with the wife. Shower. It's been productive.
Fought with the wife. Oh no, I hate that.
Yeah, it doesn't happen a lot. It's very rare.
You're a very calm person. You're not Italian. You're Polish, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're like, I'm always ready to like argue, and I hate that. I don't like that I do that, but
I get there too.
All right, so let's talk about this writing process. You just said that you got up and wrote. So I'm trying to do the get up at 5 a.m. right, even though it hasn't happened. Hang on one second. Let me. How often do you get up to write early, or is it whatever time you get up?
A lot of times I can't. What I'm realizing more and more is not about. I'm more of a night person, but really, what gets me writing is a deadline.
Right.
So this writing was actually for work. Had me up this morning, and I got a bunch of writing done. If I didn't have that deadline, and I just woke up early to write, it probably wouldn't have happened.
Okay, well, so then all right, so I helped a little bit. Yes, that makes sense, and I'm glad that I helped.
Very ADHD thing.
I am as well.
Need that deadline, and that's why like self-imposed deadlines are hard. So I think it's part of the reason I always like trying to collaborate with people, because you have somebody to kind of hold you accountable.
The holding accountable thing is huge, because I feel like it does help a lot. Yes. Okay, and so that's why I'm glad you came on virtually, because I was like, I look like a mess right now too. I switched to this is my this is my house. This is my outfit at home. This is like for the live streams to do fitness shit. Oh, you can't see me. That's right. But
I still don't see you.
Oh wait, you can't, because I can't show my camera because it's my Streamlabs is using it. But you'll see it afterwards. But
okay.
My listeners can. We have like, and I'm working out the kinks. So with the Streamlabs, now that we're having guests on, and it's great because I want it to expand. Like I was saying, John and I use we use the vertical stream in the coffee shop, and we were squeezing in together on the table. So I want to make it more like it's accessible for everybody. So it's not just like, okay, they're just on a phone filming, you know?
Well, it's tough. And I know we were going to do this with somebody else today, and that's what I was thinking. Three of us vertically. Three of you vertically might work, but
you vertically could work.
Anybody else is going to be tricky. So I was like, there's no way we're going to fit in the frame.
Well, so do you feel like oh, what happened? Hold on, just press something. Hold on, there. Oh, that's okay. So do you feel like the writing accountability is important? Because that, like for me, if doing it alone is harder to, it's actually more of a what's the word, discipline. If you can't do it alone, right, it feels almost as if like, all right, well, then you don't have the discipline enough, right? And so that's why I've been trying my hardest. Someone just wrote, I just got yelled at by a Christian guy on here. Okay, well, hey, at least he's not Mormon. I don't know. I don't know. I just watched somebody on Kill Tony who was Mormon and or was a golden ticket winner, and he was talking about being Mormon, and I just said it out of the fact that it was in my head. So no offense to Mormon people. I love the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
I have some Mormon friends.
So I'm kidding. I love everyone. The Jesus Christ is Latter-day Saints can come in. Is that the same?
I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I don't know. That I don't
No,
know.
that's all right. So, all right. So the writing process, having an accountability partner. How long have you been doing stand-up? I know we talked a little bit about this, but at this point, what year are you in? You're year 20. Okay. I'm going on year 10.
I just hit 20. Yeah, it was 2006. I was doing sketch comedy before that. So I was doing stuff on stage, but with other people. But yeah, stand-up.
We're getting someone in the chat saying John Segula. Who's John Segula? He's cute.
Beluga. You'll never get
it. Segula.
No.
Beluga. Saluga. Saluga.
There you go.
I said it because I'm nervous. I apologize, John. So he's cute. He's married, but Mystery Clown, yes, he is a producer. You're getting some comments in the chat. I will be, this will be able, so you're able to see some of the comments. I'll send you the link. But okay. I have mispronounced his name more times than I am embarrassed to say. And
more than you've ever said it right.
More than I've ever said it right. This is horrible. So he's getting a I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna kick. So I said that on the chat earlier. My boyfriend's last initial is S too, so that every time I go to text you, I'm like, I'm like, oh wait, you'll pop up sometimes. I'm like, oh no, my boyfriend. Or then it's like,
no, I know people always get confused. Even starting this, like, I don't wear my ring at home. I don't wear my ring on. People are always asking. I'm either your boyfriend or your dad.
Oh no. So, all right. So you have filming is going on, and your filming schedule within Practical Jokers. You're in season 13.
Yeah.
Okay. And how does that feel? 13 years. I mean, you've been with them 10?
I've been with them 11.
11. Wow.
11 years. Not 11 seasons,
11
11 years.
years. That's a huge accomplishment we've talked about. Yeah, I can't imagine being on a television show for 11 years, working on a TV show. That is amazing.
Yeah, I never thought I would. That either first of all, that I would be lucky enough to be a part of it that long, but also that the show would go on that long. Everybody always asks, like, how can you still make it? Don't the guys get recognized? All that stuff. And like all those things are true. But we keep adapting and keep changing to make it work.
Mm-hmm. And any memorable moments right now that you can share with us on set that's been like, oh, that's great, that's fun.
Well, talking about getting recognized, we've been using prosthetics more than we
Ooh.
And we put Sal in prosthetics recently. Much more about it, but it's completely transformed him into another person. Really did an amazing job.
Wait, that's awesome.
I'm a little worried about it because sometimes that stuff, obviously, it has to look real for us. But we were able to put him in prosthetics and put him in a location that there's no way it would have worked otherwise. He would have been recognized, and it's so much fun. Really, really fun.
I was gonna say, because that's very hard for they're so recognizable now. How do you pull off the joke, right? Like,
there's still so many people that don't know the show.
Good. So that
in New York, especially when they're on their own, they really do blend in.
That's great.
Some of these guys, like working at a pizzeria, you might think he kind of looks like the guy from Jokers, but
yeah,
isolated, and you don't, there's always the guys in the back that are telling them what to do and laughing and stuff. You don't hear that when you're actually interacting with them. There's none of that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it isn't as obvious as people think. It's harder to do stuff with like big crowds because now you're rolling the dice, and you know what I mean. The odds of people in there knowing
Yeah.
So there's more smaller interactions than one-on-one. And when we're in those big spaces, yeah, we have to kind of think about costuming and now some prosthetics and stuff. Yeah.
I love it. So working with prosthetics, so that's been a really cool part of it. And then when do you wrap filming in August?
Yeah, but the season starts airing Thursday, like in 2 days.
That's so exciting. All right, so in 2 days, tune into Impractical Jokers on TBS, correct?
TBS, yeah.
And now,
eventually it comes to HBO Max. I don't know what when, but it'll land there too.
we have a question in the chat. Does John Segula, fuck, my boyfriend's gonna hear this and be like, you should be ripped apart. Like,
call me John.
John, I don't know why I'm just. Well, the chat is writing your last name. Does John have a live stream too? Do you have a live stream?
I don't have a live stream. I used to have a podcast, and I'm only bringing that up. We did that for over a decade, but my friend Chris Sorrentino and I did a podcast called Super Live Adventure, and we're actually doing a reunion special August 8th on Staten Island. It's a free show at 6 o'clock at JHU Comics at the comic store in Staten Island, where we just do shows every now and then. So it'll be very, very fun to bring that back for a night, and we'll be releasing that everywhere.
So that's August 8th at, what was the name again of the comic shop? JHU Comics in Staten Island. Free. Number one. That's amazing. Also,
it's fun. It's like a BYOB situation. Come hang out in a comic book shop after hours, and we're going to do a podcast and drink beers and mess around.
And also, I'm going to just suggest you should go live. Right? Shouldn't he? Because then he could do the podcast and live. And like, I just think you're sitting on a gold mine there.
Maybe. I'm an old man that I don't want to do anything. I don't like being on camera. I've told you this. Something I have to get over. But yeah, I really, even stand up. Like I don't post clips. You can't see me do stand up anymore. It's not smart, but that's who I am.
Neither is saying your guest name wrong over and over again. But here we are. Yes, come out.
Live entertainment.
Yes, live. Okay, now hold on.
I'm not giving it away.
Wait, I want to ask you about the Kill Tony stuff. Before we get, because we're also going to put a link to where we can also go to your Instagram and stay tuned with the August 8th and your books. And also, you had a show in Brooklyn that I didn't make. This is what I wanted to talk about with you and Greg. I didn't make that show because I got booked on another show that Greg, we were on the same show together, and it was an experience. It was a party that was it was a swingers party. It was a weed swingers party, and it was crazy. There was a woman with a baby rolling around, and we couldn't, I went right before Greg, which I was super pumped up about. And I had a good set that night, which I was very grateful for because I was very nervous. I'm like, I don't do any drugs. I barely take Motrin sometimes for a headache, and that's it. But it ended up being a really good show. But all of us were like, where the fuck are we?
Yeah.
And you want to show them
shows like that, though.
Yeah, the shows like that are what actually make you, I feel like, a stronger comic. So did you have let's talk about your show that night, where you were in Brooklyn that night and you were performing a piece from your book, right?
No, actually, that was we did do a reading of the book in November, but the show you're talking about we did a month ago in Industry City in the Tom Kane Theater, and it was a new show that I'd like to do is more of a regular thing. It's called Not Okay, and the whole premise of the show is, and eventually I want to bring in guests, where comics, other performers, artists, people basically come with things that they were a part of or things that they made in their past that really would not be considered okay by today's standards.
Oh.
Whatever. We all have stuff like that. But a lot of this stuff is still really funny,
okay.
Even though it's really not okay.
It's not okay.
The show. So it's a safe space where the audience understands that, and it's pulling up all this stuff. So my friend Chris and I, we ended up showing a movie that we put on Staten Island Public Access.
Yes. Okay.
Back in I think it was 1997.
That's
and it got banned from public access and had not been shown again since. So it was really crazy to go back and show this thing that we made together, 20 years ago.
Wow.
And as well as like a bunch of other stuff. So it's a really fun format for a show. I want to do more and bring people into it. Yeah.
All right, so I apologize because I knew there was some kind of piece there in addition to the show that was. I remember looking at it and I was like, all right, I want to come support. And I didn't get a chance to text you before I found out. They're giving me a spot on the show, but
you gotta take those spots.
You got to take the spot. So actually, that's all right. So if we got a couple more minutes, if that's okay with you, to ask some of these questions that are industry related, connecting to like when you get let's say you're going to see a show of a comic, you really, we support each other, or you're like, oh, I want to be able to work with this person, but then you get a spot on the show. Does it look bad if you don't show up because you got a spot? Or do you not take the spot? How does that, or does it matter where is the spot? Like if it's on Eastern Long Island and you're going to see Chris Stefano because he invited you, that's a little different. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Is it all subjective?
Yeah, I don't think another comic is ever going to get mad at you. You know what I mean? Like we all get that. So that's just a personal choice of what you want to do, what's more important to you, what's more beneficial to you. But there's no, we're all just trying to get out there. So yeah, I don't think anybody. That's the best excuse a comic can hear, right?
Right.
It's just like I got another gig.
So if you get the gig, more than likely you should take it, unless it's something where you're like, this is going to be the networking opportunity of a lifetime. Then yes. I got. All right, I want to throw out an experience I had this weekend. I almost got stuck in Toronto. I did get stuck in Toronto, but not overnight, thank God. I had a show Saturday night. I was flying out of Toronto Saturday afternoon, and all the flights got canceled, delayed because of the rain. And then I was almost going to have to not be able to come home till Sunday night, even Monday. And I had a show at New York Comedy Club in Stamford, and I was like, oh my God, I can't miss that opportunity that if I get spots there, I hope leads to city spots. And I was like, if I have to message her and like tell her that I'm stuck in Toronto, in my head, I think people just don't care. Like, not that they don't care, but they're like, too bad, there's someone else waiting to fill your spot. Thankfully, I got home in time. Thank God I got home in time. So I never had to message the book or anything. But what is your thought process if you get stuck in travel and you have to miss a gig? Do you think the booker, will just kind of put you to the back of the line, or what do you think?
The booker, but I think for the most part, you are not the first or only comic calling like us.
Yeah.
It's such a thing. I think you ask any performer, anybody who's on the road or anything, trying to book all these things close together, it's just one of those things that happens and it's beyond your control. And I think, it wasn't a surprise that there were issues with the weather and stuff this week. So I don't think that's a problem at all.
Yeah, I just have, I guess, bad like thoughts in my head. I'm like, oh, I miss, that things will happen. And I
would also.
So
it's easy for me to tell you it's not a problem, and if it were me, I'd be like, oh Jesus Christ, this person's never gonna book me.
Yeah, and
I get it.
It's kind of like that mentality of like, will I lose my spot forever? But then I started to think to myself, at the end of the day, it's just you can't control certain things. You can only do your best, right? Like,
no, and it's the nature of the business. I mean, anybody who owns a club that's bringing in comics around the country and stuff, that's just part of it.
Yeah. All right. So I think the final one I thought of too was, when I was when I was on the road this week, and I've had this happen in New York and Jersey and other places, but I experienced it again for the first time in a while. The bumping up or bumping out when your number is like, let's say you're 6 in the lineup and you kept getting bumped. How do you feel about that when you get bumped for like, oh, they don't go with the lineup? Frustrated or part of the biz?
Part of it, I'm fine with it now. It used to really throw me when I'd be more anxious about getting up there to begin with. Because, I would really be mentally preparing to go. So if you tell me I'm up third or,
Yeah.
And then that changes. It used to mess with me more. But now it's happened so much that you just kind of know. I've gone to shows where I was asked if I could do a few minutes up top, and I get there and they're like, "You headline." It's nerve-wracking, but it's happened enough now where I almost expect it.
Yeah, so that's a great, okay, so just, it's part of it. 20 years in, 10 years, and I mean, I said to myself, well, this is part of the business. When I first started, I used to hate it because my daughter was smaller, and I'd be like, oh my God, I have to get home to my kid. And then now I'm like, nobody cares, Michelle, you got to just stick it out. And like, but I also, it would be, it's just, I think deep down, I do still get a little frustrated with it, but like, it is what it is.
I mean, you can also stand up for yourself. Like, if you got to go because you got a kid or whatever, there's also time for you to be like, I have to go now and I have to be out by this time. You can put your foot down. But it's going to happen all the time. Stand-ups we're all a little crazy. We all have issues. So we're all like late for stuff. And, you know what I mean? And that's a big part of the reason why it happens. We're supposed to be performing just isn't there yet.
Right.
And it's not fun to produce a show like that either. You never want to like mix the line up that much, but it happens.
Have you gone down to Austin?
I have not.
Okay. I went down a couple months ago, April, and I did Divorce Diaries at Fallout Theater. I enjoyed it. I got on the banana phone mic at Creaking Cave.
Nice.
And then I tried. Oh, thank you so much for subscribing. We got a subscriber, Randy. And then also I tried for Kill Tony. I think we talked about this. You have a show on August 8th, but will you sign up for Kill Tony on August 7th? Or you feel like it's
so off my radar.
Yes.
The only thing I see of Kill Tony, or anytime a friend of mine is involved with it, I'll see a clip on social media. It's not even something I watch.
Yes.
Not a Tony Hinchcliffe guy to begin with.
I know you were saying.
So it's like, it's so funny because I know so many people see that as like the thing, and I'm like, it almost doesn't exist in my reality.
Yeah. I
don't know, and I honestly have never seen more than a clip of it. It's certainly really easy to sit down and judge somebody else doing stand-up. I don't respect it all that much.
So I'm just trying every opportunity I can to put myself out there on any platform and be prepared.
As you should. And I'm not saying I would shy away from it either. You do what you have to do.
But you have a growing, like you already are on an established show, so like I get it, and it's like
I'm on an established show, but I'm not established. I'm on the show a lot. People see me a lot, but that doesn't equal followers or ticket sales.
Yeah.
Because I write for the show, and I am a comedian, but the average person watching it just sees me appear playing the straight man.
Yeah.
No one is thinking that I came up with the concept that's actually happening.
Mm-hmm.
So I have done a really terrible job of helping people connect those dots to be like, hey, I'm a writer on this. I perform comedy.
You've done a good job. You're on my live stream for the third time. You're the world's record.
I'm trying to say yes to things, but no, I mean, the show has been amazing for me. I realize stuff it's not enough to just do that. It doesn't happen automatically. I have to get out there. More than anything, I'm trying to build up a mailing list because I wish I'd been doing it for years because I don't want to rely on any of these platforms. That can change things, that depend on an algorithm, that can just go away. I want email addresses where I can just message people directly with what's going on.
Do you have since I know you can't see me, but do you have access right now where you could put your link in the chat and then I could share it with my?
Maybe. I'm not in the chat now.
No, but you don't need to be in the chat. All you need to do is on the Google Meet link that you're on, you put it in the chat for me and I could share it with my we have 99 people watching on the vertical. The horizontal, you can't see it's a little bit slower, but we can share that with them.
Well, I'll just put it. I mean, my website. You can sign up for the mailing list. You can see what shows I have.
All right,
going
here
on.
we got John's.
John.
Here we go. Here we go. Okay.
Take your time.
John, I'm not fucking saying it anymore. I'm not doing it.
It's JohnSeluga.com, but it's not easy to spell. It's SVELUGA.
You know I'm not gonna fuck it up again and make a fool of myself. All right, so let's go through where we can. Let me grab my other. I have multiple production things lined up, so I can easily put it into the chat. Tell everybody where. Just again, the next show, the next place we can see you at, besides Thursday. Right, Thursday is the first episode.
Thursday's the first episode. I don't think I'm in that episode. I'll be in the second episode the following week.
Okay.
I will certainly make an appearance there. Yeah, and then I have that podcast show on Staten Island.
And it's August 8th at
JHU Comics on Staten Island. It's a 6 p.m. show, so it's an early show. So if you're a parent like myself, it's nice. 6 o'clock show's not bad.
And you can meet John. You can talk to him. You can tell him to, what ideas you have. I'm just kidding. You can say his name right. Okay. You say his name right, like me. And no, I will. Here we go. We're putting it right in the link for everybody and sign up for his mailing list right here. Okay.
Thank you. I don't send a lot out. I don't send anything unless I feel like I tell people about it.
Thank you so much for joining again. Yeah, you're the. We're gonna have a special name for you being the guest that's had the most appearances on Michele Traina's live stream. Because now I just call it the Michele Traina live stream. I changed the Divorce Diaries. I just went, expanding my horizons past divorce.
I like that.
Guys, thank you so much, Sean, for joining. You're the best. We're gonna do again with Greg next week, so that we'll do it in person.
Everybody. I'm a fan. People should look them up if they haven't.
Yes, I've been talking about the both of you all week on the stream and how we're gonna do a fun. And I think that growing out to have more guests on the channels would be great. Eventually, I do jumping jacks and coffee, and eventually, I'd like to have a space where I invite the comics to do those things with me on the stream. I have but we'll figure that one out at some point. But yeah,
I love it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, John.
Take care.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
You too.
Bye.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So now I know that with the dual streams going on, the people on this stream is not seeing John's. You didn't see him because I just noticed that. But I just wanted to keep going with it, and some of you were able to see both. I'm still staying on for a little bit, so you don't have to get off. But wow, I really feel like this is what makes me. I'm gonna get off of that. Thank you. I just want to shout out Oki Grower for trying to help me with the live link with everything. I appreciate you. I will get all of this worked out and figure out how to do it properly so there is not multiple. I'm trying to delete this, guys. Okay, here we go. Let me open the web browser up. I don't know why it's making me sign into this thing. Sign in. How do I delete this guy's message? This guy's message is weird. Okay, go to remove. Okay, we removed it. Okay, got it. So I have to figure out how what we just did translates just to one stream because it is the you can see when you're streaming on. Hi, Joe. When you're streaming on both. Yeah, see, something positive happened from that though, so I'm going to keep it moving. When you're streaming on both things, oh no, you can see it. 36 people were watching. That's pretty freaking cool. I just got to figure it out, and we'll figure it out. It's all good. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, like I mean, if I look on my, if there's 3 live streams on my channel right now, so like it's a little confusing because I was trying to just all have it one, but that's okay. So well, it's fine. Yeah, that's crazy. So it's still showing post show debrief, which is so bizarre because that's not what I put in the stream thing, but that's all right. I got to work out the kinks, but I wanted to. This is just the start. We're gonna have more interviews like that and on location, and I want to figure out, like that to me is so much. I just love interviewing and getting the hosting part of me, and just connecting with people and their stories. I love it. So I think what I'm not. So John's got a definitely interesting perspective about when it comes to like how you navigate the comedy industry and how his process is very different than mine. Although I will say the writing part very similar. We have to write every day. If we don't, then you're not getting better. Personally, will do. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's great to wake up late. Good morning. Good morning to you. Yeah, so I'm okay, sorry. No, don't do that, Michelle. I'm just looking and seeing something, how it is different from here to here and why it doesn't show. I guess what you could do also is just once it's done, you could delete. So there's 1 watching in the post show debrief, 28 watching on that one. Very interesting. So if I'm gonna, okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end this one. So now you can only see me on this one, but it's just very very unique sitch because I had to go live on both, but it's still the same stream. So what I guess I could do for now is when I have virtual guests, I don't know. I want like you're getting more people on the vertical stream. Even with when I did it on Streamlabs and here, you saw there was like 38 versus 3 on horizontal. It's something with YouTube, but I'll shut up. I'm not supposed to talk about it. My boyfriend's gonna be like, Michelle, shut up. I was honestly, the reason why I kept saying his name wrong because I was so scattered in my head of like the screens and everything. But wait, Saluga, John John Saluga. I will never get your name wrong again. I'm going to say it every single day, so that because he's going to be a reoccurring person because he's been very supportive of coming on my live streams. Now, Oki, thank you for helping me with that. So what you could see is there's a lot of people listening and watching, but then when you're having 3 different angles, I wanted to get him on. I know you guys, I really wanted to honor the fact that we did have this set up today where he was like, his schedule with filming and making time for it was important. So I didn't want to gate them. Like, why don't you come on virtually? He's like, sure. So we're going to do it no matter what. And I think that I was excited to do that, regardless of the slip ups with technicalities. I had a great time. Could you hear? So if you weren't like, if you weren't on this one, like, let's see. What did you guys think? What did you guys think? You did a great job. Excuse me. Thank you, mister. I know that means something from you because you're very critical. And not saying that in a bad way. I get it. We're trying to help Traina Tribe here is trying to help this shit take off. That was fun. I want that every morning. I want to have a guest every morning like that. So now we just got to figure out the kinks of making it. I mean, do we do it like that every day? I don't know. What do you guys think? Because it, right? Like it's just, but yeah, I can. They all of the chats are coming through, all of them. They're all coming through the same. It's just because it's two different devices, it goes on separately. And it's that I think you can do it from YouTube Studio. You can do the collaborator, but you can't do it from Streamlabs, where it's the same device kind of thing. That's the thing. That's a kicker. I also want to get a better camera. I think that would help. I'm just excited. I thought that was a lot of fun. I just enjoy, and I also like being in my home, and like that's the other thing is I do eventually want people to come over, although it might be a little weird to come over my house, but make coffee, but make a space for my live streams where it's like we make coffee and we talk about the comedy. So that's another part of the stream that I want to work on. Like eventually, it's not so much we can go on location to places, but eventually they just come here, and that's what we do. And we talk about it, and that's it. But I also, this is my home, so like inviting people into it, it's very private and personal. So that's another thing. I'm like, I don't know, but because the coffee part is such a big part, those kinds of things, jumping jacks. Like it's hard to do that at a restaurant in the middle of the restaurant. Like start doing your jumping jacks at 100 likes. Like come on, guys, everybody in a cafe, let's go. Leg kicks, one. I'm going to make Greg and John do them. By the way, I asked Dedrick Flynn if he could be a guest on my podcast, on the stream, and he said, oh, let's follow up with him actually. Because he's going to be, you like coffee? Let's go. Let's follow up with him because I drink coffee every day. Sorry. So Greg, I was just messaging Greg. We're going to try next Friday morning. And I think what would be also helpful is if I had an actual, not a laptop, but a camera, but that shit's expensive. So like a streaming camera. I just also don't know, like the fucking, the streaming camera vertical, that's the cheapest. What's the cheapest streaming camera, guys? Let's see. This is a webcam. $59. Should I fucking buy it? But it's a webcam. Yes, we're gonna do 100. We're gonna get to 100 today. We're gonna get Michael. Tell us a joke. You call me Michael again, I'm gonna break your knuckles. What? I'm gonna crack your knuckles. No, I'm just kidding. This is a webcam though. I want like an actual. How do you stream? I'm still fucking confused, I guess, about it. How do you so we just did it. So let's just recap the live stream so far. We are having I'm so pumped because even though it was a little distorted with what some of you can see and just hear, some of you can see it on the vertical, some of you can see it on the horizontal. That is what I want for the live streams. I want to make coffee with you guys and bring on a guest, then have our post interview talk and get to 100 likes. Crack knuckles. Are you a nun teacher now? God, my back is tight. I will say on a side note, running the 3 miles more, like running more a day has definitely made me feel leaner. And I also, to add to the list, is I want to make sure I dance daily, do a 30-minute dance workout where I'm doing stretches, cross the floor, and then 2 counts of 8 combination. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, even if it's that simple, I told myself, you want to dance every day and you can't get to class, 30 minutes is a half of a class you can do for yourself, right? I can just do tendus. Well, you guys can't really see. I'm not friends with any of them except John Segula. Like he's the closest. And he's not like my friend. He's a colleague that John, what is he getting mad at? Oh no. I got an eye roll from my boyfriend. What is he sending me? I have to look it up on my phone. No, you sent me the camera. I know. No, I know. No, I know. But I don't mean the webcam. I meant like a physical camera. Hold on. But like I get what you're saying. It's just a matter of like, all right, I'll shut up. Yes, I'm saying like, so it's not so bulky when I bring it on locations, unless you mean, hold on. I love you. This is my boyfriend. I love you. Hold on. No, I know. I know, but is it? I know, but like, let's say I'm in a restaurant with the laptop, right? So I'm just gonna shut up and order it. Okay, I'm gonna shut up and order it. I'm shutting up. I'm ordering it. Thank you. So John sent me something that is going to fix my phone is bigger than it. Oh wow. Okay, so we are placing the order for a special webcam that actually my boyfriend had sent this to me a while. I think it was the same one. Placed, John, it's placed. Boop. But so now that even at home though, like that's like it looks very grainy on that. Get a GoPro. I have a GoPro. Yo, Roberto's a fan. What's up, Roberto? Roberto, you now get all access to members only videos, which is a majority of my sets from last week I posted. I'm going to post another one today. You got all of New York Comedy Club, Backroom Comedy Club in Toronto. If you haven't watched them, you could see some difference. And I'm going to also post the one from the X-Files. It wasn't as good, but you could see the difference in the crowds and the vibe. And thank you, Roberto. Hey, Michelle, I missed a lot of live streams. Haven't been in a good headspace lately. I'm so sorry, Cody. I'm always just welcome back to the Traina tribe where the headspace is pretty damn big because look at. Thank you to John, my boyfriend, for sending the link. And it's not that I know that he sent this to, just want to let him know that I know you sent me this. I was thinking in my head of like a physical, like a camera that I can go right in to the live streams from the camera, like the Mevo. I used to have a Mevo that my friend gave me that I was like, oh, I don't live stream. This was years ago. God was giving me a sign that eventually I would. I'm just kidding. But I'm not kidding, but like I had the Mevo and then I got rid of it and I sold it during the pandemic. Your partner passed away? I'm so sorry, Cody. Apologies. And sending you love and good energy. Anyway, so John, this is a couple weeks, like 2 weeks ago, he had sent it to me where he was giving me some notes about the stream. And yes, I did have this saved. I just was going back to my thought process of like, I'm just gonna shut up. Because this is very helpful. But what did you guys think about I liked it, right? I like this format. I like making the coffee at home and doing the comedy thing. I like it. By the way, Gary Vee has a post up right now that says, "Don't fuck up today because you're mad about yesterday." What is that little clap thing that everybody does? I have to use the restroom. All right. I also hope that my airplane refund comes in. My airport. I spent so much. I hope it should come in because it said I was getting a refund for both. So thanks. It's been rough lately dealing with her death and coping shit from my family. Way to bring down the stream. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Cody. I'm totally joking. Listen, shit sucks sometimes, but you're gonna be okay. And you should read this book called Signs. Look into it, especially if you lost somebody. That helped me a lot when my dad passed. You're looking more lean, Michelle. Lean and mean, not mean. Nice. Lean and serene. Serene. All right. So, well, there you go, right there, Cody. Don't fuck up today because you're mad about yesterday. Not that you're mad, but like, seize the opportunity of today. Shit's real deep when you think about this is a very precious life that we have, right? So okay. Where did I put my coffee? I am very stoked about doing the even though it might have been a little messy. I'm very stoked that we went through the interview today because I felt like I got my footing a little bit and I'm excited to do more. I want to have more guests on. Maybe we'll have a surprise guest tomorrow. I'm going to fucking reach out to a bunch of people today and let's freaking go because I did a Twitch stream last night and I don't know again where the Twitch streams are going to live versus YouTube, but we're doing them Monday nights and Wednesday nights and you get a chance to work out a joke on my Twitch stream and the audience will judge. Are you good? Are you not good? I was writing some jokes on there last night. I really need to delete it because I was like shoveling popcorn in my throat and tired. But that was. Thanks, Michelle. I'm glad to have you in my corner giving me helpful advice. Seriously, read on that book. You might like it. I got to get more tops like this. I feel like I have I wear this way too much, but that's okay. Wednesday night is good for you. Okay, good. And I also think it's a lot of. I got back from the mic last night, and then I did question $20 for the egg challenge. I don't have eggs. Let me see. I can go buy the eggs at the corner store. I don't have any eggs. We can do it. We can do it tomorrow. You can send me another. You can do another challenge. Whatever challenge you want me to do. Whatever other challenge you think there is, I could do it for $20. Sure. But what is it? It's got to be like, I don't know. What's the other kind of egg? I don't have an egg. So what will we try to squeeze from my bicep? I don't know. Any suggestions? Thank you. Okay, thank you. You want to hear a joke? All right, let's see. What's working my new jokes? My room is a fucking mess. Now, I bought this in ShopRite the other day, and I was leaving John's house because I left my other joke books at home, and I wrote in it for an hour the new set that if you're a fan for life, like Roberto, he can watch the whole set. I posted one clip that was a new bit about the flights getting canceled. The second half did not work. The second half was about Toronto people smelling. Okay, I wrote. I can't say it on here, but people could. I moved fast with people I was experiencing. Oh, I wrote Toronto's not a bad city, but people move slow and they smell. it just didn't get, like, I was in 4 different lifts, and I still don't think the lift, I should have said Uber. Try to rip an apple in half? Okay. I definitely can't. I definitely can't rip an apple in half. Oh my God, I can try it though. Yeah, sure. What was one I said last night? It's free like the peanut. Oh, the healthcare in Toronto is free. And they think that's good. But do you want something for free? Anything for free is not good for you. It's like eating the peanuts in a glass jar that was sitting in the lobby for 10 weeks. You're getting sick. Just so you could go back to that urgent care that's free, where you wait online for a doctor who smells just as bad as your Uber driver. No thanks. All right, I'm gonna rip. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Lunar Beam. There we go. So for the challenge, we're gonna try to rip an apple. Here, let's get some music playing because I don't know if I can do this, but I can try. I can do it. That's what we're gonna say. I can do it. Oh, 30 more likes, and we got to 100. Hold on. How do I do this? All right, this is hard. It's very hard. I can't. Thank you, Hookset. Got this so far. I can't. Ah! Yes. I didn't give up. I did not give up. Yeah, that was very kind. Lunar Beam, I definitely gave my own. That was hard. That was a very hard apple. I also used that apple because it had a gash in it where there was like a bad spot. So I knew my daughter wouldn't want to eat that. So I was like, I'll eat it. I gotta clean my floor now. I love. All right, so here's our new format though. We got Coffee interview challenge. Boom. Every day. I think that's going to be our new morning format because I think that's, I really, and stretch, of course, but like right here, my neck is hurting a little bit when I woke up this morning. So definitely these neck stretches I used to do in physical therapy where you push down on your head to your shoulder. But I like the challenge idea. 20 more likes. 21 more likes? 23 I have, no? Every day we got an interview, coffee interview, and then a challenge. If we don't have an interview lined up, we'll have to figure out what to do in that time period. But we will. I think that's going to be a great overall layout for our live stream. What do you guys think? Do you like that? Okay. That was a good challenge. All right, I want to put a poll in. I have to use the restroom. We gotta get to. We're gonna get to 100 likes. Not that we got to. We will. But I definitely pulled my neck a little bit on that. You love to do what you do for your work when like that. Even like, I know the interview part of our live stream is going to be something I really want to grow into because what? Yes, come on, we got 200 people in here. Hit that like button. That was so much fun for me, and to have everybody in and listening, it was great. I also just have questions to other comics about some of the stuff that we experience in this industry and how they feel about it, because there's been some people there's a couple of posts going around in the New York City comedy scene about certain things with comedy clubs, and it's causing a bit of a stir, I guess, about the conversation about comedy club. Somebody posted, it's a female comic, about how comedy clubs need the comics more than the comics need the comedy clubs. It's a very interesting post. Why don't you just share it? Well, I should share it, huh? Should I share it? What's her name? Where is her name? Let's see. There was a whole thing about the Comedy Village in New York City months ago, allowing some comic to be like, what's the proper word? Anyway, it was that people didn't agree with what they did to a female comedian, and they were like basically telling her. So she posted a whole bunch of videos, like, if it was a whole. I don't know if it was a. I want to say this to make amateur comedians need to stop crying. She's definitely not an amateur comedian, this girl, but she's talking about how someone said to her, like, if she's going to get more spots, she's got to put out or something like that. Basically, that's what they said. And then she posted about it. And then, so I think she's been posting. It's been a conversation starter, because I think the club was shut down in the city months ago because of it. And I don't know what exactly happened, but how was the Do Streamo? It was good. I think it was all right. I think we got it done. But the conversation, sorry, to go back to the conversation about how she was talking about comedy clubs, and the kind of grueling labor they put comics through, like barking for your show, and you don't get the whole door. Certain places do this whole thing where you get a percentage of the door. And it's not, I'm not saying that I agree with what she said or agreeing with what they're saying with the comedy club side. I'm just interested to hear the dialogue about it from other comics. When I first started, you have to you do bringer shows, they're called. Yeah, it's like hazing, I guess. No, it's not hazing. And that's something I didn't ask John Saluga about, was that, what is fucking wrong with me, man? Was that when I first started, I did 2 bringer shows. I did the first show I was on was a class, and then I had to bring 2 people to the next show at Caroline's. I wanted to do another show at Caroline's, so he's like, you got to bring 2 people. or no, I had to bring 6 people, and I had 3 people. He's like, "You fine, you can go up." Great. They're called bringer shows. You don't go up unless you bring the amount of people that you're required to bring. When I first started in stand-up, I was like, "Are you serious?" When I was in theater, you just show up and do your performance. Stand-up comedy is a different beast. But then that's why I had changed Divorce Diaries into a stand-up show. So I was like, all right, I'll produce my own show and get up on stage as much as I want. That was the thought process. But as I developed Divorce Diaries and got up on those stages, what I was starting to not realize, what I didn't pay as close attention to as I'm doing now, is building my craft, going to mics, regardless if it's not the best mic, or regardless if it's very loud or noisy, or regardless if it's I'm paying this amount of money to go to the mic, or I have to get up as much as possible to get better. So I tried to cut around a little bit, right? And for certain things, it worked for me because I got into spaces I would have never gone into with my hustle and my marketing. But then I also missed out on just building my craft a little bit more and not being all over the place. Yes, clubs make money on drinks and food. Owners and bookers are pimps? Question mark. That's kind of what. No, she didn't say that directly, but that's what the conversation is kind of about. Not that they're pimps, but are certain places exploiting? Not exploiting. What's the word? Like, over abusing the comedians and their mark. Not over abusing. She's the discussion is about, like, people were talking in the chat about unionizing stuff, and I was like, all right, that's taking it, I think, a little too far, because that's why we have the actors union, and a lot of comedians are in SAG if they're doing very well, right? So I think stand-up is just a different ball game, because that's what they're saying. Like, we get taken advantage of, basically. But they're saying that get the taking advantage part, and like how people don't get stage time. I don't know. The conversation, she said, was very just. I wish I can find her thing now. What's her name again? I forgot. Simran. Jimmy shins Epstein files until he takes accountability for the women who have come forward with allegations of assault and misconduct. Here it is. The propaganda of comedy clubs.
And it's the only thing they're selling. What they sell is an idea of legacy, which is just a story they convince comics of to exploit in a free label or barely paid label. Before I ever got into stand-up comedy, I never liked to buy comedy checks. I always thought
Sorry.
the comics are selling the comedy clubs. Because let's be honest, no average audience member is ever really showing up for the comedy venue. Okay, yeah, maybe tourists, but most of the time, audience members come to see a specific comic that they want to see. People will literally follow a comic anywhere as long as they like them. It is not the name of the comedy club that sells tickets, it is the name of the comics.
But isn't that true for anything, right? Like, just with, like, musicians. I mean, I'm just giving devil's out. It's an interesting conversation. This is why I'm sharing it, because it's a dialogue about the world of comedy. It is Stacey Persman. I've worked with her before. Shout out her. She's very sweet. She ran for New York City mayor too. Stacey's an actor. Stacey has been divorced. I remember I met her when I first started, and she's writing on this post a few years ago. We tried to unionize in New York and get raises for spots. Didn't really work for all the clubs. I don't know that it's hard. And here's what she says.
And the free labor.
So she was saying it made sense back in the day. Wait, that's not working anymore.
Stage at all. They get to cherry pick who gets stage time and whose voices gets heard, which means they get to control the narrative of who's good before the audience can ever have a say. And it is that gatekeeping that is so dangerous, because it creates a cycle of dependence from the comic on these comedy clubs. You stop investing your time in your own audience, you stop investing in your own content, and you start investing all of it in a show.
No, I don't really agree with that, because I do think I've always just been all about my content, my show, my brand. And whatever club has had me over the years, I've learned to just start, if I don't produce the numbers for that club and they're not having me back yet, I just work with the clubs that are seeing that I'm building something. AKA, that's why I worked with Punchline and Looney Bin and Funny Stop before Pete died, and places like anyway. Yeah, I know. I don't know if I give her credit for sharing her feelings and going out there. It's a catch-22 because in the acting business it's the same bullshit too, with casting couches and casting directors, and like, well, you got to play the game a little bit, and you also have to understand that at the end of the, I do believe if you're funny and you're practicing your craft enough, or let's say you're a dancer and you're practicing enough, you're going to move forward at some point.
Or the comedy industry, they would look at that and they'd be like, those are numbers. How do we?
Let me not say what you just said there. It's like, all right, so it's just so this is a point I want to bring up on interviews of like what this conversation that people are having now. Like, Johnny Carson, name a comedian who didn't come up in a comedy club. Johnny Carson didn't come up. I block people on Facebook who don't laugh at my jokes. Anyway, so I found like that piece, why I was sharing that was like a very controversial video of like, do you go out there and share that? Because you do. I know Emilio Savan start New York Comedy Club, and he started out as like a busboy, and like I feel like they have a fair share of like what they do at I love New York Comedy Club. I don't know if I don't think that's true of all clubs at all for what she's saying. I think having a negative experience with certain clubs, sure, it's going to happen. Negative experience anywhere in any business, right? Like, when I was first starting out acting, and I had a very bad experience with a casting, wasn't even a casting director, it was a coach, and she made me feel horrible. And I could, I guess, cry and say like, oh my God, this industry is abusing us. But it's like, but this is kind of what the industry is. It wasn't abusing me. She was just being very honest. And I felt really self-conscious after she shared some things with me. And I was like, but you know what? I'm not going to like, she also still wanted to work with me. But like, I think her thing was like, I got to be honest and let you know what you need to do to move forward. So, Conan crushes it on stage. Jay Leno too. Every job I had, it was a bad experience. Not good. I'm sorry. We have 14 more likes to get to 100. Here I am talking. Also, I am on like, yeah, would it be nothing else? Nothing is going to come easy in life. Is there probably some red tape in the comedy world? For sure. But there's red tape, I think, in every business. And it's, I guess, how you navigate it. Right? What do you think? Fucking raining again. Guys, we got 14 more likes. That's the kind of questions I want to bring up softly to some of my guests, because there are some things where I feel like people aren't uber, like, I'm all for people treating each other fairly and not like, obviously, inappropriately, but I don't know. Do you take a risk and put those kind of videos out? And then people are like, well, I don't know if I want to book, like, if she's putting that kind of video out, aren't people gonna, I don't know. I wouldn't want to do that. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. What? This is so frustrating that I'm getting this email right now. What's her name? I'll send you privately. not privately, but you know what I'm saying. Because you look good too. Why do you comment to something else? This is frustrating that this person is emailing me. Oh my God, this is annoying, this thing. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to put this away for a second. Oprah secretly owns the concept of Tuesday, which is why nobody remembers what they did that day. Oh my God! Sorry, I'm getting multiple messages from a lovely friend of mine it's like a group chat they have. And it's like going off and off and off about something with Coxsackie and the kid. And it's like, all right. I love how when I get a message too from someone that's like, you in an email, you indicated this was no, I didn't indicate nothing. What I said to you is this. No, they're not Tinder messages. I've never even had Tinder. All right, we got 13 more people to get to 100 likes. Sorry. So my whole thing today was I really want you to ask your opinion about how you guys felt the stream went with our working on this new layout of coffee, interview, recap with challenge and the recap. Michelle may be the baddest Jane. Huh? On Tinder? What's that? I'm not on Tinder, but what's JAINT mean? Also, I wanna point out something funny that happened yesterday that was corny. That was like I was talking to John about coming on to go see and Kill Tony when I sign up on the second show, and he said something about there was a concert he was going to go to at night, Taking Back Sundays. Was it Taking Back Sundays? I don't know. Don't know that one. Yeah, Taking Back Sunday. And I wrote, didn't you write on Sunday? And I thought he wrote Taking Back Sunday. And I wrote, you can still go see it on Sunday. He goes, no, that's the name of the band. Okay. All right. So we have to get to, we need to get to 13 more likes. How do I silent this on the phone? They keep talking about it and I don't want to hear about it. I'm trying to silence them. It's okay. This is frustrating. All right. So how did you like the stream today? Do you feel like we like the direction of coffee interview, challenge, and then kind of a hot topic? The whole thing with the hot topic with this girl, or not just her, but like comedians talking about things that are controversial to the career in comedy, right? So like if she's talking about something with clubs, basically not all. I mean, she's saying something about how basically they're not treating us right. How do you like? Would you take that risk in doing that, or would you just work with the clubs that are treating you right? You know, like I wouldn't do that. I personally would be like, because I feel like I've had that happen in every part of the industry, acting, dance, right? Like it's just there's red tape. How do you? No, it's not, and it's not okay for people to treat you inappropriately or like stuff like that. But again, I've had that happen when I worked in the restaurant business or as a teacher. You know, so it's like I've had it, experience it everywhere. How do you? I'm just gonna do one option, two options. Hold on, how do I delete this one? How did you like the stream today? We need 13 more likes. More in this format, I should say. I think I did too many in the all right, so we're gonna do, I know, Imagine Being Community wants to be funny. Let me do this, guys, while we're gonna take the poll and then we're gonna get to 12 more. 12 more likes. All right. Yeah, I think eventually they do stop. They will stop booking them. That's the I mean, look, you don't feel like you're being treated fairly at work, by all means, you got to do what you got to do. But yeah, I don't know if I would take a leak like that. I guess. And I'm not saying you shouldn't like be somebody that wants to make positive change in the world, but I just don't know, like how would you feel? Like, would you stand behind someone that's like, yeah, the comedy clubs are no? It's like, well, then are you gonna get booked to other places? Like, what are you trying to do? I don't know. I do think that yes, you're gonna get booked if you're funny, regardless. It just keeps showing. I remember Kenny Garcia, a comic I worked with years ago. He owns 2 clubs in Florida. He said to me, I had to be as good. I wanted to be so good where no one could say no to me. He's open for Whitney Cummings. Now he has a club in Florida. Go back. Sorry. 10 more. I'm not putting on a yellow bikini. I know, I gotta charge the phone. So, we have 10 more likes to get to 100. And we gotta be good morning. I love when I help people and they turn around and just like point the finger. There's an email I got and I was like, you told me this. And it's like, no, it's not what I said, but oh well. Anyway, all right, let's see what the poll is so far. I'm gonna start the jumping jacks because we're gonna get there and I have to pick up my daughter at her job. So we are, where are we? 68% of you said. Oh, only, okay, wait, we gotta start this over. Hang on. I gotta start this poll over. This is what I meant. Do future lives, right? Live stream for today. All right, now start the poll. Hit it if you ain't. 2, yes, I love that. Alright, hang on. It's also very... I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Ripped an apple open with my hands today, guys. Sorry. I mean, that took a minute. That was a hard apple, too. Now, I don't want to like get lazy and not do my 3 miles every day because that actually has helped my endurance a little bit. But I will say, that was 50. You gotta get 10 more likes. They also, I'm not married, no, divorced. But this channel used to be called Divorce Diaries, which I have a TV movie. I'm gonna call it TV movie now because it's not a full-blown series right now on Amazon. And then also you can watch the web series on here. We're getting the webcam, so let's see if that will also add more flavor and like more, not more flavor. The quality will be stronger, so that when we do have an interview, I'm gonna work on getting another interview tomorrow. 30-minute 5K, so I'm trying. You said it wasn't bad, okay? Oh, wait a minute. I want to see what Meadow Lake race scores because I want to see. Here's the results. Let's see what I got. Like, wait. Let's see what number I am in the race. I was 78th place. Age place 7. That's not bad. Oh, they have a video of me doing this. Wait. Oh my God. Okay, Cole, hold on a second. I'm pretty proud of this. My age place was 7th. I could have done better. That sucks. Oh my God. I look so stupid. Oh my God. I didn't know they actually took a video of us. That's hysterical. Okay, so I was 7th place for my age and 78th place overall. Not bad. Oh, I was 29 second. No, I was 29 and 40 seconds. Not 42. That guy said I was fucking 40. Jennifer. Oh, wait, no. Who is my age group? Let me just see something. 40. So the thing to beat for next year. Dude, I was not. Fuck, man. Look, this girl was 22 seconds. 22 seconds is the time to beat. 22 and 27 seconds that she was. All right. And then the third place was 28 seconds. So, all right, come on, guys. I'm going to give it to you today because we had a great stream. I have to go pick up my daughter, so I'm going to just do the jumping jacks. So let's go. Let's hit the 100 like button. I don't think that's horrible, but I could have definitely done better. Like, I would have beaten the 50 to 59 time. No, actually, I wouldn't have. They were 29-29, Bronx. And then I was 29-40, but the person in 60-69, I would have beaten. Michelle, nothing to brag about, but I beat the man. Nope. I beat, again, men in the 60s. You would walk it. All right, I have to go pick up. Oh, well, I'm going to save this. 7th place. Not too bad, right? There's no medal for 7th place, Michelle. So out of 25, there was 25 of us, and I got 7th. It's all right. Thank you for a great stream. All right, guys. We can't get 10 more likes. I'm playing the wrong music. That's another fucking stupid thing. All right, here we say we liked this format. Yes, 78% of you said yes. 22% of you said no. So 78% said yes. I'm just gonna do the rest of the 100 because we did a great stream today. Fuck it. We're internally at 100 likes. We did an apple. Had John Segula from My Practical Jokers as a guest. We made our coffee together. We had our apple challenge. We talked about some comedy shit going on in the comedy world. I have a show this Saturday, St. Mark's at 6:30. You can come and help me win. The ticket link is at micheletraina.com. I'm literally coming from a kid's birthday party right into the city to do that spot. I'm very excited and nervous. I'm going to be honing the craft of that set all week. So once I get home this afternoon, I'm going to be working and chopping that away. Stay tuned for more. See if we have a special guest interview for tomorrow as well. Thank you guys. Love you. Mwah. Thank you again. Okie Grower, thank you for modding it up. Vulnerability Expert, thank you for modding as well. Thank you for holding down the fort with those multiple streams. And everybody else in the chat, I appreciate you. Stay tuned for more.